Alright, welcome back to another teaser for JD, Judgement Day. Before we get started on this, in case you're wondering why I'm talking so quietly, it's because I'm kind of sort of late. Tried to record letters, couldn't make it work, so I do apologize if I sound rather quiet over here. I try to make as much as I can, so that way speak over here without, like, typically doing over here. And also, I know by the time this comes up, YouTuber by the name literally forgot his name. Literally nobody. Can't remember his name. I just saw not too long ago. Like, I don't remember his name. But yeah. He posted a teaser about this on his community page over here. So I'm gonna link it down as well. Just so I'll be like, hey, this guy's first and didn't know. I'm just gonna be talking about. I was gonna be reading about this, and also in case you want to see like the full picture of it without me talking about it. So, real quick. Yeah. In case you want to see it over here. And thirdly, I'm gonna be talking a little bit something addition over here. So there's gonna be mainly focusing on Upper Volta because that's what I'm talking about today with German Empire S flag. But yeah. Maybe I'm gonna be talking some more about the first civil war stuff over here that I've learned not too long ago. So it's not really too much, that's what's gonna be at the end of this. So yeah. What am I over here real quick? Also, goddamn, look at that. Alright. Beautiful. Beautiful. Amazing anyway. So yeah. We're gonna be talking about Upper Volta over here, right next by squeezing between France, Liberia, and Congo. I can't remember the name specifically. It's been a bit since I last seen that teaser. But yeah, and I remember reading all this over here with Maurice Yamigo. Is that it? We'll see if Maurice can move it. Ah, damn it. And born in the town of Kudumgum, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names, on December 31st, 1921. That's pretty neat. This boy named Laura Laguamba, now known as Maurice Yamingo, had intended to become a priest. He was fascinated by the stories of Christianity. When he was baptized by a local priest, after being struck by lightning, the priest had appointed Saint Maurice, the child's patron saint, which prompted his name change. In the year of Voltic independence, he left his town to pursue his priestly studies at the minor seminary at Puebla. However, after spending a few years at the academy, Yamigo realized that the path of the church was for him, as he had an affinity towards women and parties. Of course, at the same time, he began to develop an interest in politics. Therefore, Yamigo left the priestly goals behind in 1938 and turned toward the student activism. Nazi Bonnie's MPA. That's his real name, by the way. Yeah, the guy was literally named Nazi Bonnie, so don't do anything about this YouTube. That's literally his name. Anyway, Yamigo's political ambition is yet to be realized when the West African War broke out in 1940. Around the Great War, responding to the call of arms, Yamigo volunteered to join the army. He fought with valor, already numerous men riding down against Capitan. However, his time in the military also made him slowly lose hope in the democratic institution of Volta. Yamigo blamed the stagnation on the front of military and corrupt politics, who cared more about their positions than winning. During his leave in winter 1942, he witnessed the homeless problem on the streets of Ouagadougou. I'm sorry if I mispronounced these names. A small child starving on the streets. It was this event that allowed him resolve to pursue his final political goal, dissolving the infant democracy of Upper Volta. Yamigo was spending a great period of great distress, seeking allies and making a connection to his movement. The Organisation pour la Défense de la Haute Volta, or the ODHV, his most powerful ally was in the military, the man being General Sanguil Lemezina, and Yamigo maintained positive relations with the men in his company. His skills as a speaker garnered him a lawyer, following him with a cruise launch in Lemezina in 1950, so that's 2 years before the start date. Yamigo, still with a small party, was able to play a role in the new government. As the older HV continued to siphon off support from the mainstream conservatives and disgruntled socialists, the Amigo managed to win the presidency in 1951 elections. The left immediately decided to boycott the government and walk out the National Assembly, knowing that the Amigos desired a one-party state. However, soon the liberals refused to budge, and the self-described dirigent of Volta would have to participate in the power struggle to maintain the opposition, who would do anything in the sake of the establish a dictatorship and the possibility and stability of the Voltic people. With all the enemies surrounding up Volta, he's the nation's only hope. He's a dictatorship in the name of the people. Very nice. Yeah, as you can see over here, we got the conservative party, so I'm assuming it's going to be sort of a continental dictatorship or an anocracy, whichever one you prefer. But yeah, we still have over here the big support over here, but as you can see, we got the reactionaries and conservatives and the reactionaries. I'll look backwards, but yeah. I'm assuming that these are like the two paths, like you can have like, you know, Maurice maintaining power, the conservatives trying to reestablish democracy, or some reactionaries gaining control. This would be interesting though. We'll see which one over here. I'm more interested in the reactionaries. I want to see what they're all about over here. Assuming that everything else is banned. I do wonder if that means a coalition government between all the banned parties can form at some point. Kind of like what the Luminaires do in this mod. Being the unofficial civil factor in the French Civil War, occurring a year after that happens. Yeah, a year. So I remember if it was a year or not. Anyway, a dying democracy, the big one over here, with some not good things. Yeah, pretty bad. Not too bad, but still kind of hurts, especially with some of the other stuff we're gonna talk about later. Upon Volta had a thriving democracy. Democracy was healthy and their people enjoyed the institution, although there were some shortcomings here and there. Voltaic democracy still managed to win the hearts of our people, and supposedly there were no issues that couldn't be fixed in time. However, the Democratic Party of our nation was abruptly ended in 1950 by General Lamizina, citing impending terrorist attack and foreign threats. The general initiated coup over to the Democratic government of President Colombo. Of course, that's always how it is. With military-backed coups, the act of defiance caused outrage and many were warmly welcomed by others. Once his rule was secured, General Lamizia was promised that he would relinquish power once the threat abated, with a statement that few believed. Therefore, numerous others were surprised by 1951 General announced the end of military rule and ordered the return of civilian administration, calling for a new election. Well, look at that. I can already guess why he's doing this. Hopes were high in the restoration of democracy in Upper Volta, without the election in 1951 poured a big bucket of cold water on Democrats. Luis Amigos, the early HV, had won the election. However, the Oliver G, a party openly hostile to democracy, had the team to seize the power through the Democratic vote. I don't know why that is, but mainly on the side of the political left, including Nazi Body, the father nation, denounced the election as fraudulent, and the last thing for the voice of discontent by walking out the National Assembly. But of course, this meant the early HV had even less opposition to deal with. The ODV called the election a stunning victory, the first and presumably the last one that would record in Upper Volta's history. The Amigos were no mere opposition, they are extremely prolific speaker, and his rhetoric very much eternized his base, calling for his preservation of national pride, staunchly defense of tradition, advocating for the death of chaos and traitors. Also, this is why it's called based. Anyway, with Lamizina backing his call for a strong independent state that would do everything to protect the city, the Amigo was the literal messiah of our nation to his supporters. With neither side willing to back down, Upper Wall's current stability makes the ineffective and chaotic government during the American War looks like a well-oiled machine. The men in power must plan out each course of action with the utmost care as the nation shall crumble from its foundation. It's one of the awesome reasons that, like, if nobody could win the election, the nation just collapses. Upper Volta. That would be rather sad, actually, but it would be interesting how that would be interesting to see that if that could happen, though. So I'm assuming, though, like, depending on, like, how well you do, like Maurice can maintain the thing, or the Democrats with conservative try to restore democracy, or someone even worse is going to take power with the reactionaries. Well, we shall see. With King Naba Saga II. Yeah, I've seen that. I thought that was PP lost over here, but I was thinking of stability. I was saying that by 5. Yeah, conservative and reactionary just defense. I wonder if the king's gonna be a part of the whole thing over here. I'm assuming though that it's gonna be a king-backed coup based on this. Anyway, In order to partially solve the task of satisfying the interests of Muslim refugees free from Guinean and Malinese territories, former President Joseph Konobo allowed the Krakauan to the monarchy families Naba Saga II as the monarch of Upper Volta. Ever since he has been the constitutional monarch of the Volca nation without much opposition, until members in this coup in the state of President Amigos in 1951. The Amigos had gathered a cult-like following to solidify a group of society which is decide all who stand his authority. Even our beloved king, of course. There's a myriad of resistant groups and parties who wish to defend democracy at all costs, defend the monarchy at all costs. Would determination be enough? I'm assuming that's fire up. Assuming it's part of the whole thing. Like, I guess it depends on. I wonder what that means. Think about it over here. Sorry if you hear the noise. I'm trying to fix my mic. Mic's up. I'm not exactly in the best of spot, but it is what it is. Anyway, I wonder if that means that the Amingo, when he gets ousted, the king can be like a constitutional monarch or maybe an absolutist one. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think there's paternalistic monarchy. I wonder if that means there's gonna be more to the more of an authoritarian path or authoritarian ideology for Volta. I forgot that paternalist monarchy is a thing. I don't think there's absolutist. I think that's something different. It isn't absolute. I fucking know. But I do know that monarchism is in this ideology group here. So I wonder if that means like you can have an actual kingdom of Volta. Let me just see this over here. Maybe to see if how the Aladdis are gonna play out. And there is good old fashioned economic stagnation being pretty bad. It's black exception, very bad. Consumer goods also bad. Social speed, so that's -10. Base efficiency cap and base. Yeah, that's a whopping 10 over here. There's some more over here. So yeah, we ain't doing good. So we ain't doing good. Doing terrible, actually. Terrible. Volta struggled a lot with his relatively short existence, having gone through a brutal West African war, prolonged period of government instability, and the increasingly authoritarian war of President Amigo. It makes sense that the pioneer enterprise of Upper Volta was the next crucial years of growth and expansion. Part of the fact that the vast majority of the population still lives in a agrarian lifestyle, as well as a lack of suitable trade and products beyond the nation's immediate borders, and that's tended to be hard for any business to really grow without the government and foreign funding. When how did it go well when they got the fucking Prussian Germans with their weird fucking cosmic crap? Like, God, it's so fucking strange. But that's what makes this interesting. So weird, but yet so fascinating. Anyway, the latter being undesirable, pretty bad on there, for the sake of curbing France's influence. Well, I mean, there's others. Like, you got Padmore. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine with Padmore. Considering this old Pan-African thing. They should be fine with Padmore. They want to curb French influence at the very least. Anyway, and although one of the Amigos' electoral policy was to boost economic growth, his commensurate corporatist economics is firmly opposed by liberals of the Progressive Alliance. Meaning most of the economic proposals the Amigo tried to pass would be automatically rejected, followed by a counter proposal of free market economics. I mean, nothing is ever accomplished in the National Assembly, of course. As a result, the economic growth is stagnated up Volta and rising inflation caused by the government's financial tools, as well as that's the nation always struggling to keep itself together. So, there's a bit of a battle between. So one of them means you got two paths of economics: free market and corporatist. Or yeah, corporatist. Which means, yeah, we'll just see how that would play out. We'll just see how a lot of things would play out depending on. I see a lot between each nation, but each nation is just interesting to me. I'm more interested in some nations than others, but there's something over here. So though, I would like to do a Liberia playthrough at some point. I'm thinking of doing a Marcus Garvey playthrough over there at some point. I think I will. Once that update comes out for Red Flood, do a Marcus Garvey playthrough. It's been a while to do one for quite a while actually. But let's just see anyway. Oh, dilapidated buildings, so that's minus 15. So 15 consumer goods, and that's minus 20 construction speed. Yeah, we are doing terrible. Anyway, Their words are coming from the mouth of the formerly voted businessman, Grant Dogo. When interviewed by the local press, he wasn't talking about the buildings damaged during the West Africa War. No, he was actually talking about his factories. These buildings process canned goods and were sold around Volta, Benin, Togo, and British Nigeria. And I could barely function, let alone turn a profit. Prior to this business has been to deal with demonstrating a bleak future for the Volta industry. Due to the fiscal mismanagement by the government, the dwindling of foreign trade, which used to be a symbol of modernity for West African allies, inert and decayed. Prior to sell the kind of Volta's manufacturing industry, still the most advanced among the independent African nation of West Africa, and given the right push, families might be jump-started again. However, once again, government mismanagement has caused the revival to be delayed further and further into the future. Many entrepreneurs have therefore already given up and moved out of Upper Volta altogether. Oh, that's bad. The bleeding of the Volta industry needs to be banned before it gets out of hand and all of our progress are lost. Yeah, that sounds really fucking bad. Yeah. Because once the means of production start leaving the nation, you aren't exactly in a good place. If everybody's fucking gone, then that's I like the slow change of the Judgement Day logo over here. Next though, I was a little interested to see the whole JD Discord server had a logo change and very interesting stuff going on here. But yeah. Judgement Day development team presents since Royaume de Haute Volta, the kingdom of Upper Volta. Such a quick. But yeah. Very interesting stuff we got going on here in Africa. I mean, we don't really see much over here. Like we've seen like these maps of George Padmore's Pan African stuff, and along with the new Alderman, I think. That little weird thing. Interesting to see some more of that. It's more interesting out here, like new Alderman and fucking the French Civil War stuff. Speaking of French Civil War stuff, I meant to say over here at the end of this, I was going to talk about some of the things that that's going to be for the French Civil War stuff. From what I've found, each of the Civil War factions, like all 7 participants over here, got included there. So you got whoever's running Bucard things, because Bucard doesn't lead anymore. The assault announcers that takes Rene Benet's territory, Le Cubicé. Yeah, the Lesser Good Government with Le Cubicé. I forgot. The name, because it's 2 Le's in that. Anyway. Then you got the Congolese with Augur, Legion de Cruté by John Benet. Then you got the Deutsches Volksrepublik, if I'm correctly, led by George Elser. And the Dutch Reactionaries. I cannot remember the guy's name, but I think he was a collaborator and all the time. Right? I can't remember the dude's name, but there's like 7. And then you got the there's like 7 or 8 factions in over here. And each of them will have at least 3 paths over here. So that gives replayability to France. So it's like how Germany and TNO does it. Where actually there's only like 4 real factions. You got Korean Hydric. Yeah, Gorin and Hydra only have like the 1 path over here, but then you got Borman, which can get cooled near the end, or you can succeed. There's like 2 over there, and then you got Spear, which has like a bunch of things that they can get. The Gang of 4 can take them over. Spear maintains on top. Theodore Oberlander can come out over here, and I think she can. Schöner can take over as well if Spear fucks up his whole little thing with the revolt. It's kind of like that over here. It's not similar to Tino, but not exactly. But yeah, you guys will have 3 of them. So 3 paths per Tino. 3 paths per Tino. God, Tino's on the brain. I have to mention that. The brain really is real. Anyway, but yeah, each path will have 3 of them for the French Civil War stuff. And they got some. Based on what I have said over here, you got the Esoteric Technocracy under Rehabido and the X-Cries, which I remember were a technocratic council. If I remember, I think the X-Cries technocratic council that for the VT government. I think they were. I'm trying to remember exactly, but I remember reading up the X-Cries, and now it's slipped my mind. I think we're a technocratic council that collab with VT. They were like part of VT France. Something. I'm trying to remember. God, I can't remember. It's been a while since I had the X-Cries, so that's why it's slipped my mind now. And then we got Nungis with Christian. Oh yeah, Christian did the basis for us. Just like, God, it's like so many fucking factions in the French Civil War. I cannot remember each of them. Like, some of them still in my mind. I do apologize for that. Anyway, but yeah, Nungis can provide either the left or Orthodox Escadron. So, like, Valentine, the Saint Paul's ideas can live on. And then Guinea, besides leading the Legion Crew T, you also got Britain and Bataille. Andre Britain and Bataille over here. I'm thinking of like regular Red Flood where Britain, they released an event. I think I read it actually during my TV video long ago. There's like an event in Canada where if October elects Bataille, Britain kills himself out of grief because of that. Because of that. I can't remember specifically about it. It's been a while since I've read that event. But it's like it's because Britain was saddened by the fact, and yeah. And there's a lot of interesting things going on over here. A lot of stuff for the French Civil War stuff. I really hope that we do get a teaser about the French Civil War at some point over here. Because I would like to do an update with the. You still got the media show Castovich video, but like. As I said previously, I know every time I mention this, it's old. It's pretty damn old. Like, they already mentioned it, but just in case those that don't know, Rene Bene is with Arkir now, so in his territory was taken over by an Excel internationalist. Bucard doesn't lead like he's asking to join the Bucard faction anymore. I don't know who heads that. And also the battle over here. Also, just an interesting thing over here. That's why I find this so fascinating, especially the whole leading the crew when they got like Brendan Bataille over there. I'm very interested how that's gonna work because leading the crew and Pentimist have like they're the most radical of the acceleration or futurist, or whatever the fuck it is. I can't remember paying out specific, but they're the most radical stuff over here. But I should probably save all my talk of French stuff for like whenever the French Civil War teaser, like an update teaser that comes out here. It's supposed to be out Upper Volta, but kind of start rambling about the French Civil War stuff. I don't know. I guess I just kind of want there to be an update to the French Civil War stuff, so that way people can know, oh hey, this stuff isn't in here and all that. But yeah, that's about it over here. I kind of ramble on for like a couple minutes. I do apologize for that one. I tend to do that. Or speak about some shit, but yeah. That's Upper Volta. Interesting stuff. Very interested to see how that's going to play out, especially with Padmore and New Alderman, and if they have involvement stuff over here once the Civil War happened over here, because those are protectorates under avant-garde France, so I do wonder if there's going to be something about that. I do wonder. And also talk a little bit about some stuff for the French Civil War. Well, some information that I've known that I feel like I should tell you about. Yeah, like if there's a French Civil War teaser that ever comes out, I'm gonna be talking about that a lot more in depth. Might just put that video up. There's more pause, but anyway, we'll see whenever that comes out. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'll also be linking to that post that that dude did over here, just so like you can see it without having me talk over it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So I apologize for rambling as per usual. And I do apologize if I sound quiet. I just recording this late at night though, and I don't really want to make too much of a noise over here this late. Hope to see you next video. I'll see you guys later.